Hi everybody, it's Ophelia from Atomic Monsters here with some magic content. They just recently had an unbanning announcement for Commander. There was also ones for Modern as well, where Bridge got banned, which I was expecting. There was no way that that with Hogak that the Bridge would not get banned. In fact, Bridge probably was just on the edge of needing to be banned for quite a while. I've also been calling for a Paradox Engine to get banned in Commander, even though I love the card. It's just way too much value on one little piece of cardboard. I mean, the effect is still good if you have to piece it together with Isochron Scepter and Dramatic Reversal. If you have an effect that people are willing to like build parts of and put together and assemble, and then you stick it all on one card, you're asking for problems. So I'm not shocked at the banning of Paradox Engine, and I think it's a long time coming. The other banning makes no sense whatsoever until you realize what they were going to unban, and that's Iona. However, I can see why they would ban Iona, uh, simply because combined with Painter is just game ending. That's it. Nobody's playing anything except for you. That's game. Boom. So I can see why they would ban that, because all they need is some sort of Entomb reanimation shell with a Painter that's relatively all easy to put together, and that's just a problem. So what I'm actually wanted to talk about quickly is Painter. The most well-known and notorious use for Painter is Grindstone. I'm not too worried about Grindstone and Painter. It's generally the combos that kill one player in Commander aren't great unless you're playing specifically 1 versus 1. And this is going to start showing up 1 versus 1 the same way that Rest in Peace and Helm shows up. Only this is easier to pull off, and more decks can run it. It's all colorless, so it can go in pretty much anything. Plus, there's multiple tutors that'll find each. Bazaar of Wonders also works really well with Painter, and I think we might see some of that. There's lots of decks that I've been trying to build over the last year, so I'm like, I wish I had a Painter. I think it's possibly a mistake for them to unban Painter, because there is some really, really serious shit that's going to happen. What I want to do, though, is I want to stick Painter and Grindstone into my Muldrotha deck, because there, not only is it easy to put them together, but it's harder to get rid of them, because the deck is already pretty persistent to begin with, and getting this extra tool into its package is going to be nice. Plus, I get to run Compost and hopefully Reap, but every time I try to use Reap, it's broken. But I'm hoping I get to run Reap, and the idea here is that I can then name Black with Painter, and then Grindstone. If I Grindstone somebody out, I draw a buttload of cards and I could just win right there. So the Painter Grindstone combo actually can become a kill against everybody because of Compost. Because then I can just draw my deck and go off with a Lab Maniac, and then I'm hoping Reap will work. We'll actually just pull open my Muldrotha deck. Here's my current Muldrotha list, and we'll grab Grindstone. Put that over there. We'll grab Painter. Put that there. We'll grab Compost. Now, Compost itself is almost a borderline card. It's almost good to begin with, because there's enough black that it's almost going to draw you cards regularly. Oh, hey, Samurai. Hey, Skyrim. Yeah, I was thinking of Life Force too. Thanks. That's what came in my head last night, and I just completely forgot. Thank you. Yeah, I'm thinking Una Mill as well. I'm probably going to switch up my Finax deck. For people on YouTube, while I'm recording this, I'm actually using Twitch to record, so I have people chatting at me. I think I should grab a Life Force as well. You're right. I was talking about that last night, and then I just completely brain farted. So let's quickly go and find a Life Force. Yeah, I'm thinking my Finax deck. I think I'm switching my commander to Una and putting in Painter in there. We might even fiddle with that next. Let me get a nice Life Force. Thank you. Plus I get, to have the creepy baby fetus on the table. Alright. So we need to find homes for this stuff. So what do we need? I got to think about what's bad in here. We'll talk about my Muldrotha deck for a bit. It's a combo stacks. Uh, the whole idea of the deck is basically to get some sort of static orb or stasis effect. And because you can then just replay it, you just use stuff like Despotic Scepter. I'm currently testing Infernal Tribute as another way to sack it. And then you just sacrifice the crap you don't need. And then you play all sorts of like stack stuff that's really meant to grind out the format. But and your wing cons in here could be either going off with top Bullicidal Etherflex Reservoir, or to go off with Jace, which is your Lab Maniac. Jace or Lab Maniac is your other wing con. Either of those are pretty easy to pull off. We run Demonic Consultation to go with that package as well. Thief, I don't know. It's really sticky. That's the thing. I think what I don't need is this Vraska, though. Thief, like Notion Thief plus Narset plus a Windfall is really, really good. But there's not as much in this deck to pay off that package. So you might be right. I think I maybe, just for the curve, might cut the, whoops, not force. Might cut the thief. Has Wing Grace gone up a lot? That makes sense. So what else don't we need in here? Everything that's been working in here has been great. Maybe I don't need Lily. I don't know, Lily's a pretty good stable permanent outlet for discard. Wow. $60 online or on paper? That's nuts. I think maybe Infernal Tribute is not as needed now. So I hope Reap has been fixed sometime recently, because last time I used it, which was about 3 months ago, it did literally nothing. Misstep's really good because it counters Soul Rings and other counter magic. I don't know if you're necessarily wrong though. I don't know. We can try without it. Let's go like this. Because if Reap works, Reap is amazing. think I might actually want Tribute Mage now, because there's a lot more stuff that it fetches, and it gets me any of this stuff. So I think that's an idea. Oh, this deck has tons of fetches. In fact, I should probably go through and fix the mana for this deck sometime soon. So I need to cut 2. What's bad in here? um... That's tricky. So we just need to figure out 2 cuts. Possible I don't need Metamorph, because copy artifacts here. Yeah, I've been thinking of Lily too. It's mainly there because its +1 does literally nothing to me. But you might be right, and it's better 1 versus 1. Let's go test this. There we go. So we'll make everything black, counter everything. I should rename this deck Paint It Black. While we're waiting for that, I'll take a look at my Finax deck. Oh, that's right. Finax lost a card. So Finax is down here. There it is. Layout lost Paradox Engine. I'm just going to slap Painter in there now. Grindstone. Do I have an Oona currently? Nope. Let's go buy an Oona. Yeah, that's what my deck was originally. It was control, mill. Like the mill, it eventually just combos into mill. Oh, let's buy this Oona and then get into our game. We can come back and fix it. Alright. What are we facing? Gyrus. This sounds pretty good. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I really like playing Windgrace. I'm more like, it's like kind of like when I sold my Mycosynth Lattice. It just wasn't worth the price of the card to have it, the option for it, and it's just not worth playing. But Windgrace, on the other hand, I actually enjoy playing. But I don't know if you're wrong there. Trying to figure out if I actually specifically need anything that makes worth to sell my Windgrace for $60. So Ulamog over there tells me that Karn would be really good because I usually have a lot of mana rocks. I'm hoping to get something that's worth exiling with the Chrome Mox, so I can first turn tutor possibly, or even draw a mana rock would be awesome, like a Soul Ring. Then I could first turn Trinket Mage. I think now what I want to do is this. Think I actually exile. Yeah. What do I have if I need to ramp? I'm trying to think. Let's randomly cut. That's fine for now. I'll come back to it. One, two. Yeah, I could. If a land tutor was played, I can use it. So I'm assuming that there might be like a Croson or a Cultivate. Kodama's, sorry, not Croson. Kodama's Reach or a Cultivate that might be played here this turn. Karn will also be really good against Sand Triplets if I find it. I'll take that. Bottom, top. That was good. So we go there. Let's where am I sitting? I think that's right. Oh, we lost someone. It was a salty, salty Narcissist reversal. I like Command Sphere in Muldrotha. It's like sack it, draw a card, replay it. If you're ever in a situation where you just need card advantage, it's pretty versatile. Mystic Remore is also really good in this deck. So we'll pay for it at least once. Yep. Oh, good. Ah. Feel like at this point I actually just want this. So next turn, I usually only pay for the Remora once, but I think it depends on what I see happen over here. I mean, Centriplus has to do something soon. The only problem with Life Force is how dependent on green it is. Wow. It's a lot of nothing you're doing over there. I don't need you, Playcrafter, not yet anyways. So even as a counter, that's fine. It'll draw me cards. And I'm not really losing much because putting stuff in my graveyard is okay. Sweet. Somebody's expecting they're going to be able to pull off a rift. I don't know what this guy's doing. Draw some cards. Would you like to pay for? Ooh. A little worried about the Sen triplet coming down. That'll be a pain. I mean, I have answers for it, but my cat's trying to get my cat is crying because we won't let her go and play in the storeroom. Oh, oh, look at this. Okay. So I think I actually pay for the Remora again then. It's doing good work. I don't need that. I could sneaky play my Lotus Petal here. Like, sack Lotus Petal, wish for it, play Lotus Petal, slap down Static Orb. But I don't think I'm actually coming out ahead on that. So I just go like this. Do do do. Do 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 do. Karn versus Karn. Yeah, I don't know if Life Force is going to work. Not without changing my mana base to support the extra green. So far, I have 2 sources of green in play. Top doesn't do anything, you're just drawing me cards. Wow. That's a lot to pay for a top that does nothing. I think I'll pay... Well, let's see. See what my search gives me. Nope, I want to draw that. Sure. Let's keep it around a bit longer. Alright, so let's play this. Yeah, this is a good winter orb turn. That's what this is. Now I have green mana. I can start pounding on that Karn. Won't be able to keep Remora around any longer. I think it's reached its end. Oh, there he goes. That's 2 down. Not really getting to show off Painter, but I think this is a good deck for it. I don't think Life Force is right until I get more green in this mana base. And I think it'll have a good home in Oona. That's a definite. I want to check the wording on Grindstone. Yeah, you can use this as that. Oh, you can use this as a second demonic consultation on yourself as well. That's useful. Wondering if I should cut the basic lands out of this deck and run a Hermit Druid. That may be an option too. I think that's going way too far in this deck. I think there's definitely a call for that in Oona maybe, but I don't think that that's where this deck wants to be. Samurai, to those in YouTube, Samurai was asking about Leyline and Helm of Dominance. It's Helm of Obedience, actually, isn't it? And I think we got a... Ow! My cat just clawed my lap. I think we got a rage stall. The randomness of cats while you're recording stuff for the internet. They're just gonna randomly jump on you and claw you in the groin. Anyways, I'm gonna flip back while this guy's figuring out what he's doing. Let's look at here. Any way I can slip any more green in? What's my green? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm putting them over here because they can either get green or they are situationally green. I should have enough green then. I guess I'm just not drawing it. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just not drawing it. That should be more than enough green to support a life force. So I think we're pretty much on the ball here. I think this is what I'm going to be running for my Muldrotha for a bit. So let's take a look at Finax while we wait, which is going to become Oona. Alright, so we could put Oona here. I don't know if I even need Finax anymore. Let me see. Because there's stuff that... Yeah, because I don't even run a lot of the stuff most people run with Finax. I don't think I actually need Finax anymore. I don't need Metamorph. I don't even think I need this package anymore. So we just need Grindstone and Painter. So how do we find Grindstone and Painter? Trinket Mage finds Grindstone. Tribute Mage finds Painter. Yeah, this is a deck that wants Sower, you're right. I could run a Sower in here. Let's test a Sower. What are ley lines going for right now? $760. Did that other game just end? Yeah. There we go. $780. And $697. All right. Sower. So I now no longer need Mnemonic Wall, because that was mainly just there as a remnant uh, of Finax. Whoops. Let's time Twaster. Don't know if I need this package anymore. I think that's kind of weak. I don't know if I need Aether Flux in this build anymore. So that stuff can go out. Do I just put in the power artifact package? I mean, it's really slow and cumbersome and bad to do, so I don't think so. Eater of the Dead's not good with that with Finax gone, so that's gone. I think Tezzeret's good because I can untap Grindstone and hit multiple people in the same turn. So that's a good idea. So I think I do. See what power are the Bitter Ordeal. You need to be able to reliably kill a lot of stuff for Bitter Ordeal to work. I hate when the filter just doesn't work, and I click blue and it still shows me all these artifacts. Oh, that's pretty. So, Goatbots 4 does not have a power artifact. If you're ever using Goatbots, the lower the number, the better chance it has the cards you're looking for, because that's the way that it sorts into its bots when you sell it stuff. There we go. Altars might work. Rings. Don't think I need search so much. Reality Shift was for Isochron Scepter combo. I think then, yeah, I think an altar package is definitely good with Oona. Are they fairy rogues? Yeah. Farrier, apparently. I can't type. So I think we add Bitter Blossom. Spell Stutter. And Blackguard. And we have the altars. We don't need Spellseeker in this list. Already got a Nirborg. So we can add a Coffers. So we have 4 spells to cut. Oh yeah, thank you. I think we now have enough stuff in the 3 mana slot that we can run the full, like mostly the full mage package, sort of aside from treasure mage. All right, so what can we cut? Nykthos? I don't like Nykthos, but you're not wrong. Yeah. Denied? Alright. Don't think Drown Yard Temples is good in this build. Search is really good because it works really well with Mesmeric Orb. But I gotta cut 7 cards. Don't really have the ability to get too many. What was I running Forbidden Orchard for? There was a reason I wanted people to have creatures. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh well. Huh. Let's cut Beacon of Unrest. I don't need copy artifact for this, I don't think. I like Grasp because it lets me get rid of important stuff out of decks, but it might not be needed. Let's try without Grasp. Do I need Karn in here? I don't think so. Don't particularly have a reason to use Karn. Hey Orcus! Orcus, say hello to YouTube. We're doing a YouTube video on the unbanning of Painter and the banning of Paradox Engine on Iona. We just quickly did a quick play with my Muldrotha deck, which I slotted a Painter package into. Now I just am slowly turning my Finax Mill control deck into an Oona deck with Painter. And I'm just looking for a couple more cuts. I don't need you, Arcane Denial. That's not where this deck needs to be anymore. So we need one more cut. One card. Maybe the Heartstone's just not good enough. Let's cut Lore Broker. Alright, so we've tried a game with Muldrotha. Let's go a game with Oona. Games are filling up pretty quick today. Yeah. That's pretty good. Turn 2 Tribute Mage. Yeah. Yeah, I did that yesterday, actually. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before. It was Monday. So yeah, 2 days ago I did it. I went and I just said, the moment I saw the ban, uh, I sold my Paradox engine, bought a painter and a grindstone. Playing the Sunken Hollow now, which I actually probably should not have in this deck when now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to get stuck in a situation where I need it untapped later and I have to play it tapped because I don't have two basics. I think looking at what I have here, I'm probably going to get Mesmeric Orb. Or I'm... So, Super Pat Jellyfish is going to learn the power of Predict. You don't see Diligent Farmhand very often. I'm going to do it on Aspas end step. Oh, and I found my Mesmeric Orb anyways. So it's probably Ancient Tomb, Mesmeric Orb right now. Seems like a good turn. Well, that's a problem. Steal the Greaves. Good. Now you can't steal my orb. Oh, she stole the kite. Wow. Oh, that changes things a bit. I think I can hold on to that for a turn. I want to keep that up. Oh, there goes Sage of Hours. That's good. One, two, three, four, five, six. You're going to draw 2 cards, or is that a... It's more likely you're playing a pod. Yeah, oh, Metamorph. Sure. Has another orb. Sweet! Orbs for days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mana, possibly 7. Is it -3 to steal an artifact? No, -2. So I should probably hold on to my altar or rings for a bit. Yeah, steal an orb to cash in deck. I don't mind being milled as long as I'm the one milling. Oh, I hope that's something I can reversal and makes them feel so bad. What you got? this guy's commander? Is it? Is that what you're casting? It is. I don't have a way to answer that right now. What got revealed? So, that's what they have added to their hand. I think I play it. Get it to have it. Yeah. But I felt it was probably smarter to just try and get a little bit ahead on the board here. Set up. I can't just sit behind that 6/6. Exactly. Casualties of War, on the other hand. I don't think he doesn't have the mana to cast it, though. He's more black. So I'm going to hold on to this because I don't want it just blown up. Unless I draw Grindstone. Oh, no, because it checks for the... Yeah. I'm actually curious, because if it checks the mana symbols or the actual card color. But yeah, the painter does shut down Niv Visit. It's one black. Needs one more in order to... Oh, no, he's got enough for casualties. Pillars. Nope, he's not. Why aren't you casting casualties? It seems like a good play. Ooh. Makes me want Karn back. Do, 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 do. So if he swings at somebody, I can safely probably slap down a painter. Nope. Stupid tree. Do, 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 do. So we get the Urborg out, so that Coffers becomes a live draw. Man, it works for days. we got a swamp, good. That's somebody who's going for casualties. Or they might be trying to play Vish. Okay. Kind of want to kill that Azami. That's some danger. So I might be leaving, and if miss it alive. Does he go for it? Come on, Psychobabble, I believe in you. Yep. That. 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 Good. we got? That's sweet. Yeah, the Urborg was the better pick there for that, for sure. That's some wizard tribal over there. That's not like straight up. Like this, a lot of this is stuff you would not normally run in Azami. This is some like straight up wizard, mono blue wizard tribal. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 mana. He can play one this turn, so 8. So he can play his commander again. He could play Casualties of War again. Which would probably be the correct play here. Time Wipe? Yeah, and she's way too obvious about what she's doing, too. And honestly, Anali, is that her name? The blue wizard? The Grixis wizard? Yeah, Inala is the better wizard commander. Don't want either of those. Huh. Yes, Grixis means more wizards, Harry. So we have a good untap if we get to untap with this. Jellyfish is brilliant. Yeah, that's just literally just paying attention to to sequencing, of course. Actually, it was probably good for him to remind people because a lot of people forget or don't even pay attention to like what you people have tutored and revealed. You'd be surprised. I really want to draw coffers. If I get to untap with all of this, then I really want to draw coffers. If I don't, then I want to draw some sort of wheel effect, I think. Good pick. I know. But there's a definitely a good call to add some sort of ritual effects to this build of the deck that Fnax didn't need. That's a good idea. Like I was saying earlier, this literally was my Fnax combo control deck, and I've just modified it to be Una. Now that Painter is back, because Una Painter is just better than anything Fnax would ever want to do. You should smash that Dak Faden. Good. Put my back out the other day. It's a little bit better today, but as long if I twist the wrong way, it's really uncomfortable. It's sore. What do you got? Someone really want to... Somebody really wants to keep their Dak Faden alive. So this is probably Niv Mizzet to draw some cards. This Vishkal isn't very good here. Yeah. That was a pretty good hit. He's picking between Rashmi. Huh, which did you pick? Stupid Manglehorn. Ugh, somebody's taking 14. I could die here. I may be dead. Yeah, I think this deck can use some more twiddling. Stuff like Bubbling Muck might be good. I think the Muldrotha list is a lot better than this. Oh! Not killing me. That's brave. I see why. Because they wanted my altar. Ah. Come on. Come on, jellyfish. One of the flaws of Magic Online is when people aren't paying attention. Because in real life, if someone's not paying attention, you could smack them with something. Throw your dice at them. Maybe a chair shot. Oddly enough, I don't think I do anything here. Because anything that's going to happen, it'll wipe whatever I play. So I'm just going to sit back and wait. Orcus in chat goes, "There I go, advocating violence as a solution again." Violence is not a solution. You cannot... There's no water in violence unless you're drowning someone, and nothing's dissolved in it unless you're using acid. Therefore, violence is not a solution unless you're using water and acid for your violence, in which case you could turn the person you're violent against into a solution if you have acid. Orcus goes, "Good point," which proves alcohol is a solution. Most alcoholic beverages are a solution. Alcohol itself is not. Like on The Simpsons, alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Why? Why would you play Mind Over Matter and then drop? Yes, that's exactly true. Almost all potable alcohol is a solution with water, hence why they have proofs. Alcohol itself, though, is not. For the longest time, can't figure out. I don't know when it was I finally figured it out, but for the longest time I thought potable. When you said potable water, I thought it was portable. At least in my teens. Yeah, don't do that. If you're gonna win, win. Don't go say, "Hey, I win," and then concede. I'd rather watch your deck do what it does. I mean, I guess some people on the other end of that don't like waiting through people winning the game. What are you getting for 4? 4. This game has been kind of clunky. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Is that the best you have? At 4? I'm confused. Yes. There's not really much we could do here. There was no point in playing out either the painter or my commander, because anything that would have been actually game changing and worth having happen this turn would have wiped the board anyways. Which case I would just ran them into nothing. Yeah, he should kill me. Especially with Manglehorn gone, I literally could win with a top deck. Now he's just gonna kill me. Okay, that I hate. When people concede and it completely changes the entire um politics of the game. Like there was a choice. He could have decided to go for jellyfish, but instead jellyfish conceded and therefore a choice removed. Yeah, bubbling muck might be right in here. Don't I have a bubbling muck? Oh, bubbling much. Bubbling much? There we go. I don't know what I cut for it though. Oh, that's the wrong deck. Bloop. All right. I'll come back to this later. I'm gonna actually finish up the video, and but I definitely I think that we're gonna be seeing a lot of painter because even casually and fair, it's still gonna do some stuff. Like in here, I think this is gonna be a really good deck. I'm questionable on Life Force. I got to still test it some more. Compost, I think, is going to be really good with it. I hope they fixed Reap, or they do fix Reap soon, because if Reap continues to be broken, I'm going to be really mad. Also, they need to fix this graphic glitch so that people can actually read the card. Okay. What did I just remove? Thank you, mouse, for randomly misclicking and double-clicking the board and discarding a card from my deck that I have no idea what it was. Did you? Anybody in chat see what I accidentally removed? Could have been Abrupt Decay. Death Grip, maybe? What did I just cut? What is it? Maybe Lotus Cobra? Ooze? I'm going to put the ooze in here. I know what I cut. Yeah, let's take a look at Death Grip. There we go. Yeah. But then that turns off Compost and Reap. And I think Compost and Reap are just better. But it's worth considering. It's possible that just running Death Grip might itself be fine, just simply because there's a lot of green that's worth countering. Yeah, stuff like that's going to be good with Painter. It might be worth grabbing now before any of them actually catch on and become a thing. But anyways, I'm going to log off, guys. I will be on to stream regularly tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. I was just filming for YouTube right now. But, and for everybody on YouTube, if you have anything that you're doing with Painter or any feelings on the bannings, message down below. Any ideas for stuff to add to these decks, likewise, message down below. And follow and subscribe me. You can catch me on Twitch in the links below. Or if you want to support the work that I'm doing or trying to do. There's a Patreon link as well, and also a link to our eBay store, which specializes in vintage toys and games and other media. But you guys all have a great week and enjoy magicking, and talk to you all later.